everyone, we are back with another Wellness Wednesday with our friend Gabe Brownlee with Wonderfully Made Health and Wellness Group. And we're going to just dive right in today. And last week you mentioned a lot about how the healthy eating and healthy lifestyle habits, it's not just about dieting when it comes to losing weight, right? So I want you to expand a little bit more on that and what the mindset is.
Yeah. So really, when we start talking about changing our nutrition, and people kind of refer to that as dieting, and I keep talking about the healthy lifestyle, and there's a reason for that. I mean, a lot of times I'll refer to dieting as the D word, and the truth is that we know that diets don't work. 80% of people who lose weight on a diet are going to gain it back within 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Yeah, I know I've definitely engaged in a few diets in my life. Yeah. And I know a lot of people do struggle with a lot of dieting. And I know, like I said before, it is more of a mindset, and I think it does need to be a lifestyle change.
Right.
So how do you help others change that mindset?
Yeah, I mean, the first step is really recognizing it, right? So I talk about dieting, I mean, it is just a word, and it's the mindset that we're concerned about. And so by just comparing what is a dieting mindset compared to someone who truly is focused on health, I mean, a diet, mentality would be like something that you start and you stop. Focusing on health, knows that, just eating a bite of something isn't a trigger that makes you have to start over, right? If you find yourself saying things like, well, I can't have that, that is a sign of having a dieting mindset compared to, well, in reality, nobody's taken my personal freedom away from me. This is a decision I made for myself. And so, like, maybe, is this something that I really want? Deprivation. I mean, when people are dieting, they feel like they're depriving themselves. Something a little along the line of, like, if I can just be good enough, long enough, to get to my goal, instead of really building a lifestyle, which is, about building healthy habits.
Right.
So it's very different, so.
And what we see a lot of is, I think with a lot of diets, there's a lot of punishment, right? We're like punishing ourselves sometimes. We're like depriving ourselves of the things we love, and we're having fun with our friends and just like wanting that tiny little bit of cookie, but really just punishing ourselves so that we can get to the goal of the weight that we want to reach, but then we binge eat or drink.
It happens. I mean,
so how does somebody know that they're a chronic dieter?
Well, I mean, some of these things that I've already mentioned, I mean, there are things that are a little more subtle. I mean, even saying words like I cheated, can be, I mean, I talk about the word should. If you find yourself using the word should a lot, well, I should go to the gym, or I should do this. I tell people to stop shitting all over themselves.
I love that.
But it's true, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and it just implies such a sense of obligation, and a lot like the word can't, just this sense of lack of freedom. So the other thing that it's almost like this idea that you're a victim of something. And I really want to see people kind of shift to really feeling more empowered, and like, this is something that I'm choosing for myself.
Yep.
And that in and of itself. Now, if you are making a bucket list of everything you're going to eat when you get to your goal weight, that's a sure sign that you're dieting.
Ooh, that's a good one, because
Right,
I'm pretty sure I've been there.
Oh yeah, I think we all have that.
Yeah.
So.
But I love that. Well, first off, I love the shoulding, because I probably should myself a lot. So how can you help the listener especially start to make that shift and the shift in mindset from a dieter's mindset to a healthy lifestyle mindset?
Okay, yeah. So it definitely starts with noticing that, right? And there's a process that is easy to remember with these 3 words: stop, challenge, choose. Now, this was a phrase that was coined by Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson. He is the leader of a mission to really create change in America and the world around moving from a sick care system to a health care system. He is a visionary in this field of optimal health. And so let's just start with stop. I mean, we get good at really noticing that we're having those kinds of thoughts and saying words that are a dieter's mindset. And then we just take a deep breath and we acknowledge that we had the thought. I tell people it's not about judging yourself around that. it is just about acknowledging that, as well as that you can choose your next thought. And so that's really important. You know, so once, you know, so we're noticing, we're taking that deep breath, we're just stopping for a minute, and then we challenge. And this is where we're going to challenge our kind of old way of thinking. My favorite way of doing that is by using curiosity. For me, it helps me stay out of the judgmental mindset where I can go like, is there a different way for me to think about this? Is there some different words that I could use? Is it really true that I can't have this? Or is it just that I'm choosing not to have it because there's something that I really want for myself that's more important than just the satisfaction that I'm going to have in the moment? Right. And then so once we've challenged ourselves, then we move to choose. And that's where we're choosing a different thought. We're replacing those negative thought patterns that aren't supporting us with thoughts that are going to serve us better on our health journey.
Love that.
Yeah. So,
love that. Yeah, so those are simple. Great. Yeah. So remember, how you want to switch from a dieter's mindset to a lifestyle mindset is to stop, challenge, and choose. I love that. Make sure you write that down. Those are some great tips. Y'all, I hope this video is a little shorter, but I hope that you guys got a lot out of it. We're having a lot of fun doing these. And we'll catch you next time on our Wellness Wednesday. Thank you.